actually to understand. My basic problem here is that I'm playing Lili, and I've got a build that I think is pretty common. Um, Maybe not the best for healing, but the idea is to increase damage without going like a full snake build and like losing too much healing. And I'm hoping, I'm not going to talk too much in this, just wanted to give you like an introduction. I'm hoping that somebody can help me to identify why it is in this case that Andy is going to keep up with me on heals while doing significantly more damage. Now, I will say that part of the problem here is that they are totally overpowering us, and people stay in too long, obviously. That causes me to want to stay in longer to give them more of a chance. Yeah, so nobody's here is really killing it. Nobody's doing anything incredible. So I'm fine to run around and play out there. Although I will die a little more than I ought to that way. Um, just goofing off because everybody's goofing off. This is just a casual QM. Does a good job of pulling Naz out the back there, I guess. So I guess part of my problem is that my snake build is not super active because they always like I just was just noticing right there at least. Um, what's this guy's name? Mole. Um, Melee Meloy is waiting until the snake goes away. Like I'll put the snake on him and then I'll hang back. As soon as I put the snake on him, that might be part of my problem. I'm putting the snake on him and then he's pulling back. I'm picking. But the thing is, what I'm trying to do there is I'm trying to wait until I see him start to engage and then put the snake on him. I didn't ping because I saw Naz was coming anyway. Nosso campo está sendo atacado! Não deixem que abram a jaula! I don't know what the hell he's doing running out that way. That just ensures that we're not able to challenge. So I do my best here, but you can see they're still running around the back way, and yeah. I guess I should go back here for now. So I didn't rush off with him to try and get to the middle tower because it was already too late. And I think that was I actually had the idea when we started, and I saw my boy go up to the top. Uh, I could already see we were devoting enough to maybe hold top if they didn't push top, which they didn't, and to definitely hold bottom. So I assumed we were sacrificing middle. So the fact that middle was falling did not make me want to rush off before the thing at the top was killed. So let me just show my talents real quick while we're doing nothing. So at this point, I've got just heals and safety sprint and heals and heals. So a nice heals per day build so far. No snake, right? I was actually thinking I had a snake in here. That might be part of the issue, but I did that because I kind of have to in order to heal well. Now I feel bad though because the reason I made this video was why am I not getting enough damage from my snake build? Thinking that I had two snake skills instead of just one. I will have the one, but that's what the issue is. So I'm trying to keep them engaged right now because we've got cool stuff happening elsewhere. And I start to think maybe I should go away, but they actually stay engaged, which I didn't expect. I thought they were going to go. So I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm back for more. But because of that misgiving, I lost that tower like too quickly. And you can see our lane pushes are just like working overtime. And Murky, after the first event, really turns on. Like he, I think he was MVP for me anyway. You can see as soon as I see Malloy, I'm putting the snake on him. I figure he's essentially our tank. But I'm also not trying to stay near him because whenever I stay near him, they switch target to me and try to peel me off. So normally, what I like to do with a real tank is I like to stay pretty near the combat because people find it hard with a real tank and background pressure. I was late there. Nice silence. Put me out. Man, and that was 5v4. I didn't even notice that in game where Theo was disconnected. Hilarious. So I was thinking, we've lost. We might as well make progress. But They get a kill. I should have actually. I didn't think about it. What was happening at that moment? I should have switched the camera so you could see how they killed him out. But somehow or another, they killed him out and chased him down. And you can see how casual of a game this is. Nobody's even rushing over to stop the event. It's a shame he started his ult right then. If he had started it earlier, it would have been better. But whatever. That was actually a really nice sack uh, by Murky, I think. So, looking at the build, here's my Lightning Serpent balances. So that should give me a lot more AoE damage, and then so far I'm at 12 and he's at 16. Oh, and heals are the same. And heals will basically be the same. I think he out heals me a little bit, or maybe I out heal him a little bit, one way or the other. It goes back and forth a bit. Um, he is out healing me now, so I guess it is. I said that wrong. It doesn't go back and forth a bit. I'm just always under healing him a little bit, but then like already 12 versus 16 is like a 25% increase in heals, or a 33% increase in heals. And you'll see it diminishes a bit, but I'm just um, I'm saying heals more than damage. I'm just unable to keep up with damage, while also unable to keep up with heals. Wow. Yeah, he's a little slow. So I just did that to waste his mana. Because mana is not a problem if you play Lili. You're just never going to have mana. I mean, you might once or twice in the game have a mana issue. You largely don't get mana issues. I could have just gone straight up to event, but I figured why not go in strong, especially since we already got Malloy going back. Yeah, so he's just doing his thing, which is dangerous right here. He went right into them too. Anyway, the reason I think that this is suspect, that there's a problem in my play as opposed to the build itself, is because Andy is a hard healer and mitigator. He's got lots of abilities to just fully cancel damage or pull people out of damage. Andy is a top-notch healer, whereas the whole point of Lili is that you do a little bit of damage the whole time and you can spot kill people and things like that if you've got a heavy offense, right? So like if you have people who can generally get all the kills anyway, you can make sure nobody runs off by getting a last hit because it's just you just hit the button. So when the point of the hero is to do more damage, and then we put in at least a damage talent, you're kind of thinking you're going to get more damage than somebody who's not doing that. But I just don't see what I'm doing wrong. That hammer. I guess it was a sacrifice, is what that was. I didn't think about that. Hammer just stayed in to make sure that we actually completed the cap. So you can't tell, maybe because I'm not directing the camera at the same time, you can't see the live play. But I was checking up there to see uh, that he was going to die, and so I was going up to see if I could help, and then I realized, hey, I can't help. I ended up getting killed here. It surprised me. I thought I hit her in time, but those auto hit because those are skill shots. Let's go check this person out. Yeah, trying to let her know no need to be here, right? Okay. So that was us pinging on bottom. We were concerned that this guy is going to become available soon. This just blew my mind. I did not expect him to run out there like that. But Jesus, did they make that work? That was like a wonderful combo with Hammer and God damn, what's his name? Thrall. Now, I know what happens here. We just casually take this. I'm going to switch over to this because I thought this was incredible. Okay, so he's failed to take it. Sooner or later, I'm going to stay on him. There's something he does here that just I feel like is worth watching. Yeah, so that was really it, and there's just nothing. They never were there. I thought he came in and he pushed them off, like just scared them off, made them think that we were right behind them. So you might wonder why did I just do that? All the idea was to try and save Murky. It's like totally unnecessary, but I was just so impressed. I felt like I kind of owed him something. Nice. Yeah. So obviously I was splitting so that we both didn't both die. I oh man, they're just like not aware. See, it's both sides. It's not just us that are goofing off. No, why would you? By the way, just to finish it out, this is the last. I'll just show this real quick. He's not gonna do very good at getting away. All right. So yeah, so I've got those. That's just me baiting him. Don't worry about that. I got both of those, and I got Mistweaver is how I round out that build. And this is the one with the Mistweaver or the Jugs, and the Fleetfoot. Oh, and so damage now. I mean, that's starting to suffer, right? I died, by the way. You didn't see because I was showing you all this stuff. That was stupid on my part, but I died because I rushed in to try and get to him, and then instead of him going backwards, which is the direction he was already going, he turned and went up, um, which kind of put us out of position, put me out of position, and there were no mercs around to distract for us. All right, so it looks bad, right? But I mean, we got three laners because it's QM. With three laners, this is not bad. You would think normally with at level 24, where the game is well passed over in any normal game, um, that winning there would have just been a win, a full win. But everybody's goofing off, playing casually. I guess I should put this back on me. And yeah, we got, because it's QM, we got three laners. Not a big deal. I really appreciated how he ran there. Like he traced that way just in case it was necessary. That was really nice. Wow, I can't believe I threaded the needle between both of those shots. That's what you call some serious luck. So a lot of engagement. He still has his what you call it on him. I can't see both of them. But I'm kiting people like mad. I'm not having a problem here with that. And yet, it's like 28% loss of DPS for the same amount of heals. That might have looked like I could actually see him just because we mounted at the same time, but that's entirely coincidental. If I had illegal vision or something, I'd be doing a lot better than I am right now, and I wouldn't be playing a freaking healer. you know, it's just that I was waiting, hoping that I would bait him and keep them separate, and then I realized he wasn't coming. See, the problem is if they immediately target one of my guys, it's hard for me. I mean, with Nas, it probably wouldn't be, but otherwise, it's hard for me to heal them enough before they die, just because they're able to do so much immediate damage. But whereas with myself, you can see I can take direct two-person targeting and barely make it out. But obviously now we're all good. The laners have just destroyed uh, those towers, those forts. Yeah, so you see Vladimir completely outplayed me there. I don't see a problem with my build. Heals are approximately the same. He's just doing so much more damage. And yeah, if you got any suggestions, let me know.